Here's how Bnyx makes crazy beats for Yeat. Bnyx uses the minor scale for the majority of the beats he produces for Yeat. For the purpose of this video, we're going to be using the F-sharp minor key. If we take a look at Yeat's biggest tracks, we can see that the following chord progressions are used. The 1-6 progression was used for Get Busy and On The Line. The 1-5-6 progression was used for Sorry About That and All of It. The 1-6-7 progression was used for Still Counting and Rack's Got Me. We can clearly see that all of these progressions start on the first note of the scale, or the root, which in this case is F-sharp. It's also worth noting that these chords are made of only two notes, the root and the perfect fifth. These are called power chords. To begin creating the beat, I'm going to use the 1-5-6 chord progression with the root notes F-sharp, C-sharp and D. And in the second half of the pattern, I'll add the 7, which in this case is E, to add variation to the beat. From here, I'll turn these notes into power chords by adding the perfect fifth. Finally, I'm going to add the third to all of these chords and pitch these notes up an octave. I'll also play these notes half a beat after the chords. Here's how the melody sounds. A unique technique that Bnyx uses for his melodies is playing each chord with a different synth. This is how the chord progression now sounds. We now want to add another melodic component that sits on top of the chords. I've created this melody using two separate lead sounds. Altogether, the melody sounds like this. Moving on to the bass line, I've used the same style of alternating sounds by creating the pattern with different 808s. I followed the root notes of the chord progression, occasionally shifting the 808s up and down octaves. Here's how the bass line sounds. Moving on to the drums, I added the fairly generic hi-hat pattern which is used on most Yeat tracks, the only difference being the change in velocities to add groove. I then added a clap, an open hat, a snare for bounce, and a crash for impact. Saving the most important element until last, a Yeat beat is simply not complete without the most generic and overused bell sound. This follows the root notes of the chords. Oh, also I added a sweep. Here's how the final beat sounds. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please drop them in the comments. If you feel like you learned anything in this tutorial, please give the video a like. I post these tutorials every other day, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.